All right, so you're trying to figure out which cashback card you want to put into your wallet, and here you are looking at the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Now, we're going to go over the sign-up bonuses, the rewards, the benefits, and then maybe even some of the drawbacks for you. Maybe they're not for you. It depends on your situation and what all you have in your ecosystem of credit cards and budgeting and spending, right? So we're going to go over all that information today. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So we want to first take a look here at that sign-up bonus. So if we look here, we have a $250 bonus, and you get that by spending $500 in your first 3 months of opening the account. Now, sometimes those account bonuses can be more, right? You might get more money, but also you might have to spend more money, like $5,000 in the first 3 months, or sometimes you might have a longer period of time. So just keep in mind with this one, it's only 3 months, but you only have to spend $500. So again, depending on your situation, maybe that's a lot, maybe it's not. Now you also have the low APR intro. Now this says for 15 months. And so when you open this account up, you're going to have the opportunity to do both a balance transfer and also have the opportunity to, on your spending, you'll have 0% APR. Now, I recommend personally paying off the full statement balance every month, so you're always paying off the statement, taking it down to 0 every time. But if you did need to make a large purchase, say you're buying some furniture or something like that, and you had wanted to spread it out over time, you'd have this 0 APR for that first 15 months. So it is something to consider, keep in mind. And then you do have a no annual fee on this card, which are all great benefits to having this card. Now, if we take a look at some of the rewards, which is what a lot of you mostly consider when you're considering what cards to get, here we show that minimum, you're going to get this 1.5% cash back. But as they say, it's just the beginning. If we look down here, we can also see you're going to get 3% on dining. There are some exclusions, but 3% on dining in general, 3% on drugstore purchases, 5% on travel, but only when you're purchasing that travel through the Chase Travel Portal. So not just any travel you ever purchase, but specifically at the Chase Travel Portal. And then you're going to get that 1.5% on everything else. Now, something else important to consider is that your cashback rewards are not going to expire. So that's good. It's not like, hey, you have, the next 3 months and then they go away, right? You can keep them, not roll them over, but they just exist until you use them. So that's something good. And then you do have some other card member perks here, which would technically go under what I would consider benefits. We're going to go over some other benefits here, but look, if I click on this, it takes us over to this next page, and here are some additional benefits. So you get some benefits with DoorDash. So if you already use DoorDash, then for the first 6 months, you're going to get your membership covered. So that's a pretty cool one. And then you also get $10 every quarter, right? It says down here, you get $10 off quarterly, but it does say on non-restaurant DoorDash orders. So just keep in mind, if this is something you're already doing, then this is a cool benefit. If you don't use DoorDash already, or you're not doing some non-restaurant purchases, then this will be a minimal benefit to you. And then you get 2% cash back on Lyft rides if you happen to do that. And if you want to read through any of the fine print, here it is. All right, but we're going to go back to the other page. And so those are your kind of main benefits. Now, what I will say is the 1.5% on everything for a cashback card, there are quite a few cards that are 2% cashback, right? So as a benefit in general, 1.5% is not the best you can do for a cashback card specifically, but we're going to get into later why 1.5 might not be too bad if you do some other moves and have some other cards and have an ecosystem that affords it. Something called the Chase Trifecta, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But so for now, we're scrolling back down here to the additional card benefits. Now, here we have zero liability protection. This is pretty standard across pretty much every card. You're going to get some zero liability protection. And then this has purchase protection as well. Some do or don't. So this says it covers your eligible new purchases for 120 days from the date of purchase against damage or theft for up to $500 per item. So that's a nice one as well to have. Here's some extended warranties. You ever get those phone calls like, hey, your car's extended warranty is, going to expire? I know that's usually just a scam, but specifically this extends those warranties automatically. If you buy any of the things that have a warranty, this will extend it for an extra year, it says. So just consider that for any warranties that you may have. It does do free credit score and identity theft monitoring. So if you want to have that, then you can join that as joining that sort of Chase ecosystem. And then there's fraud monitoring. Once again, you do want to be notified if they suspect any kind of fraud on your card. Auto rental coverage. So again, decline the rental company's collision insurance and charge the entire rental cost to your card. The coverage provides the reimbursement for the theft and everything. So when you're renting a car, you can provide that, you can pay for coverage at the desk when you're getting the card. They'll say, do you want the additional insurance? You can say no to that because you are already covered with this auto rental coverage here from this card. And then you also have trip insurance, trip cancellation and interruption insurance. And again, this reimburses up to $1,500 per person or $6,000 per trip for any of these prepaid, non-refundable passenger fares, etc. So trip insurance is something that I typically will buy when I'm booking travel. I have children and you just never know what's going to happen. So the trips can get kind of expensive sometimes and you just want to have that protection. This provides that trip insurance already if you use this to buy. And then again, travel and emergency assistance. So these are just some of those other benefits. Now, what are some of the drawbacks that we were talking about? Well, once again, the 1.5% that you're going to get on the everything else piece of this category is, again, not the best cashback that you can get. 2% is more standard as a high end, and then they also have other categories that can be rotating or things like that. So it's not going to be your best. Now, if you do pair this card with, say, a Chase Sapphire card, or you also earn 5% on rotating categories on a Chase Flex card, which again, we're not talking about those in this video specifically. Check out the other videos I have about those cards specifically. But if you compare them, then you can send your Chase points or your Chase cash back, you can send them and transfer them to that Chase Sapphire card, and then you can use those points with their travel partners, and you can book airline, hotel, other sort of travel perks through your Chase Sapphire card. But you can't do that with the unlimited card by itself because it is just a cashback card. Now, there are different ways you can redeem those points, but you can't do it in the way you can with the broad transfer sort of portal that you get with the Chase Sapphire card. So that can make this more worth it, but as a strictly cashback card in your wallet, this doesn't give you as much as you could get on with some other cards that give you a straight 2% across the board. So just something to consider. So again, you get your 3% dining, 3% drugstore, 5% on travel through the Chase travel portal, 1.5% on everything else, but just make sure that it fits into your overall spending perk category and ecosystem of your credit cards the best way for you. Again, check out some of those other videos about the Chase Flex or even the Chase Sapphire, but feel free to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you in the next one.